Hi students, with basic corridor we already completed a road widening example with the simple lane transitions. Earlier in this chapter we worked with intersection and cul-de-sac. These are just a few of the techniques for adjusting your corridor to accommodate a widening, narrow, interchange or similar circumstances. Another tool in our corridor building arsenal is the assembly offset, which we will use in this exercise. In this exercise, we will model a bike path with an assembly offset. For this, you can open 1007 bike path drawing from the description link. If you did not get, please write down in the comment box and I will drop you with this drawing. Locate the assembly in your prospector tab if you did not get on the screen, and you can zoom to for this assembly. You will see an incomplete assembly called road with GR and bike path. Click the main assembly marker just here, and then from the assembly contextual tab, modify assembly panel, click add offset. At specify offset location, you can click to the left of the road with GR and bike path assembly, leaving enough room here for the bike lane and ditch. Just click here, press escape. Your result should look like same like my screen. The warning symbols indicate that you can no longer use the assembly for roads where superelevation occurs at points other than the center line. Superelevation at ground still will work, which is the situation used here. Press Ctrl 3 to open the subassembly tool palette. You can also open from there. Switch to the basic tab just here and select the basic lane assembly. Okay. In the advanced parameter in the properties panel, set side to right just here, and width should be 1 meter for bike path. Press enter. Now click to the subassembly, your bike subassembly on the one side and again on the left side to complete your lanes for bike path. Next, we will use a mark point assembly to set the stage for building a ditch between the bike path and the main road. Just press escape and switch to the generic tab in the subassembly tool palette and click the mark point at the end of this tab. You will see just here. Click and change point name on the properties where you can see a none. You can write bike in all capital letters. Click the outermost point of your subassembly shoulder here. Okay, your marker will look like my marker here, and just note that the point code default to mark point in the subassembly parameter, but can be renamed as needed. From the generic tab, just press escape, and from here we already on generic tab. Click the link slope between points, because we need slope between these 2 points with marker points and also the bike path. Set marker point name here again bike with all capital letters so it can detect to your marker point which you already select on shoulder assembly. Again set ditch width to 0.15 and then click the right side of the bike path just here. Now the offset assembly will look like this. Just press escape and now add a link to slope, link slope to surface, and here we will change the side. It should be left. If it is already selected, then fine, and slope to 25%. Just press enter and place the assembly on the left side of the bike path. Press escape to finish adding subassemblies and save the drawing. The complete assembly should look like this. Next, we will create a corridor using the new assembly which we just created. You can also close this one, and from the home tab create design panel, click corridor and put the name for corridor bike path. Set alignment to USH 10 and set profile to USH 10 roadway center line profile. Set assembly to road with GR and bike path. Then again set target surface to existing intersection and also verify that there is a check mark next to set baseline and region parameter, and then click OK. In the baseline and region parameter dialogs, just notice that the offset 1, here your number can vary. Just click the alignment field of the offset, select bike path from the drop down list and click OK. Again click the profile or profile field here and you can select alignment bike path and for profile bike path FG. Then click OK. The bike path alignment is slightly shorter than the main USH 10 alignment, which would cause the waterfall effect explained in the previous. Here we must need to do set the target start station, which should be 0 to 10, and for the end station we need 12, 20, enter, then click OK and rebuild the corridor again here. Your completed corridor will resemble the example shown earlier here, which you can see on your corridor. You may want to change your scale, and once you have completed with your corridor, just select your corridor and click on section editor. You may want to change your annotation scale to get an unobstructed view for your masterpiece. Just explore here for your finished design by clicking through the corridor editor. And here, if you see, we have our main assembly and then we have our offset assembly here. At each station, the offset assembly ties back to the main assembly because of the use of the link slope between points. Your design in the section editor should look like my screen. On the section editor contextual tab, if you finish, you explore, then you can just hit on the close button and save your drawing. Stay tuned with us for more.